right, you're distracted. I don't know, maybe it's you've got kids who are asking you really crazy questions all the time. Like, why is the sky blue? Or they're like, mom, dad, mom, dad, dad, dad. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe you work online, right? Maybe you work from home and you work online, and you've got the dog, you've got the phone, you've got emails that are constantly bombarding you. Maybe, just maybe, whatever it is that you're supposed to be focusing on, you don't want to do it. So you will take any distraction there is. Here is looking at you, Netflix. Maybe that's a thing, but the problem is you gotta get it done, and there's just so many variables that seem to be stopping you. Does this sound like you? If so, stick around for this. My name is Tish. I run a mentorship program for kids. I also work full-time, and I also am a mom, and so there's a lot of juggling that I do, including creating content for you. So I've been here, I've done that, and I'm going to help you out through this series. Now, a lot of these tips, I will link her below, have come from the productivity queen, Amy Landino. So again, I go check out her YouTube. She is amazing. She has taught me so much, and what she has taught me, I am teaching you. So let's get into part one. Well, did you know that it takes 23 minutes and 15 seconds to recover from a distraction, to get your focus fully back into the game? So if you didn't want to do something to begin with, the easiest thing to get you off rail is a distraction. All right, so here is how we're going to help you with that. First, we are going to do what I deem, this is my little thing, you're going to love it, the 007 method. 007 method. All right, we are going to find the mind over matter. We have got to find the why on both ends, because I know you've heard this 1,000 times before, but the why will carry you through when the will just won't do. I didn't even mean to make that rhyme. So let's go ahead and talk about the first O in the 007 method. Objections and obstacles, all right? Let's go ahead and put it all out there. What is stopping you? Why don't you want to do it? What is it that's keeping you from, again, is it the kids? Is it the dogs? Is it just, you don't want to? Why don't you want to? So for me, one thing that I don't do, I procrastinate on this all the time, laundry. I'll wash it. I just hate putting it away. Good God, I don't know why. I hate it so much. So I will do anything, I tell you, but to put my laundry away. And the reason why is I find it time consuming. I just don't like it in general. Like, it's just not fun for me. It does not engage. So I don't want to do it. Now, once you list your objections and your obstacles, all right, so that's step one. Let's get all the negativity. Let's get it out there, y'all. Let's get it out there. Write them all down. Write them all down. You will go to the second O, which is the overcomer. Now, this is the important O, all right? So you need to figure out why you even want to overcome this obstacle to begin with, all right? You know the obstacle. You've listed it. Now, why do you want to overcome it? So for me, and you can't say like a fake why. So like if you obstacle is you want to work out and you don't know where the gym is or whatever. I don't know what the case could be. Whatever your obstacle is, you don't have time, blah, blah, blah. I get you. I truly do. But just why do you want to overcome it? Is it to be your best, healthier self? That could be it. You could want to be healthy. Is it because you just wants to look snatched? Ding, 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 ding. You get what I'm saying? The true, real reason, not the pretty reason that you tell people, but the reason that you tell yourself. So for me, I don't like putting away my laundry because it takes too much time. But the reason I need to overcome this obstacle is because it takes too much time not to. In the mornings, I've got to get my kids to school. I've got to get to work myself. I got things that I want to do. I've got traffic. I got. What I don't got time for is to pull through this big pile of clean clothes and be like, all right, here's a sock and a shirt and a this and a that. That takes so much of my time that I don't have, time that I could be sleeping. Like, I have to get up earlier to go through the pile of clothes and pray that I have something that matches instead of just put the crap away, Tisha. Come on. So my obstacle is that I don't have the time to put my stuff away, but it actually costs me more. And when I look at what it cost me being late to work, which cost me much money. It cost me like feeling like I'm on top of it, feeling like a good mom sometimes because, like I just don't want to be that stressed. And when I get super stressed, who does that go to? Goes to the kids, like, come on, let's get it together. When a little bit more preparation on my end or our end as a family could stop a lot of incidences. You know what I mean? So my overcoming the obstacle is that I want to have a smoother morning. I want to get to my job early, even if I decide to sit in that car and do TikToks, okay? But just the fact that I'm not rushing, you know what I mean? To like, I'm not sweating. I'm like, oh God, I'm not any of that. It's worth putting my clothes away. So once you find the overcomer to that obstacle, then you can move on to the 7 part. All right, we got the obstacle, we've got the overcomer, and now the 7 for the 007 method. And that is simply making the time 7 days a week. So even if it's 10 minutes a day, 2 minutes a day, 50 seconds a day. If I were to say that this pile of clothes, I will put away 10 items, just 10. I got a whole entire pile, but 10 items a day. That's 10 underwear or 10 shirts or whatever. As long as I actually block the time and make it reasonable. I mean, listen, I set my bar super low, okay? Because I got things to do and I don't like doing the laundry to begin with. So if I don't want to do a power hour and I don't want to do a whole weekend full of laundry, then I can break it into small bites, which I'm sure you guys have heard this advice before. But like, again, 5-minute timer. I will fold laundry as long as this one song plays, and then I will take one more song to put it all away. I'm going to build up consistency. And when I start building up my consistency, then will actually come the motivation to be like, okay, this pile is halfway done. We can do this. Or maybe just because the starting, like the activation power, like once you start, inertia, all right? It's like a scientific law. Like an object in motion tends to stay in motion. So maybe I set my alarm for 2 minutes and 2 minutes have passed. You know what? I can do 10 more minutes. Then I can add on. But at least at the very, very bare minimum, I have done 2 minutes out of my day, which is way better than 0 minutes out of like every day possible. If that makes sense. So take whatever your obstacle, your overcomer, and block it out in very, very, I'm even talking about baby-sized chunks, all right? And just 7 days. 7 days. If it's a workout, for 7 days straight, I can do 1 push-up. 7 days. 1 push-up. And then, or 7 days straight, I can wash 1 dish. I don't know. 7 days straight, if you're trying to write a book, I will write 1 sentence. Or I will write for 10 minutes. No matter what, I've got 10 minutes. If you're watching me, you've got 10 minutes. All right? So I hope that this really helps you, because the thing is, the more we overcome, the more we get this snowball effect, the more our lives change for the positive, and the better we are to our families. And that's what Flipside is all about. We are about families. So if I can help you, and in turn that helps them, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to end it with my slogan. All right? And this is it. It's never too late to change tomorrow today. All right? So you don't have to live tomorrow's outcome because you start changing it today.